In today's Madden 24 video, I'm about to break down the best blitz and the best defense that nobody is using right now in the game. This blitz will counter the best slide protection and the best blocking method that everybody is using right now to pick up the A-gap blitz. Let's get into it now. YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com. Now, I recently broke down my nickel over A-gap defense, and it got a lot of attention, a lot of likes. So in this video, I'm going to go a step further and teach you guys my secret setup out of the nickel over that I did not show you guys in the first video that I used to counter everybody's favorite protection method. Personally, I like the Chiefs playbook on defense because it has nickel, dollar, 4-3 even, a lot of really good things. Now, with this defense, you do need to use a certain package so you can get better adjustments, and that's going to be the strong safety linebacker swap package. Now, this package, it's going to sub in and out your strong safety, your linebackers, and basically your D linemen. So what I do is, before I even activate the package at the play call screen, I just basically sub out and then back in the players I want in the game in these spots. You guys see, like, for example, Nitschke, he's in the game. If I use the package, he'll be out. So I sub him out, but right back in. Same thing with Calvin Johnson. Want him in the game, so I sub him out, right back in, and so on and so forth. And then when I activate this package, the strong safety linebacker swap, it is going to be good to go. Now, the last time I showed you guys this defense, I was using the man alignment, which is really good when you want to spam A-gap. However, what I'm about to show you guys is the counter to people who try to counter your A-gap. And for this, I like to actually use base alignment with auto flip off. Now, we're going to go ahead and set our option defense to conservative, and our zone coverage is set to default. We do not want match. Now, we are still always going to flip this formation. The reason why I have base alignment on is because I always want the nickel corner when I'm about to show you guys to be opposite my A-gap. So if my A-gap is coming from the left, I always want my nickel corner on the right, and I'm going to explain why in a second here. All right, guys, so let's take this to the field. I'm going to show you guys my advanced way of running this that allows you to get different pressure from different angles, not just A-gap that's going to be unblockable. But before I do that, guys, I do free Madden 24 videos on a daily basis on my channel. I do tips, gameplays, and news, and I will be doing content for the college football game as well. So if you enjoy this type of high-level Madden and college football content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop me a like, comment on the video. Let's get it, guys. I do appreciate all the support in the summer. It allows me to continue to do these videos for you guys. So the play we're going to run, and the play that we always break the huddle from, is going to be the nickel over cover 4 quarters flipped. Now, the reason why I always flip it is because I want to make sure that when I'm running it with this version, that my nickel corner is always opposite my basically line shift. Now, I'm going to shift my D-line to the left here because the A-gap is going to come from the left when I bring it. So I want my nickel corner opposite that on the right. So now I can start to mix in different blitzes from different angles and get pressure all over the field. Now, the reason why we're calling cover 4 quarters specifically is this is the easiest coverage to adjust from that will give us no alignment issues. As I'm going to show you guys in this video, there's a few different ways I run this coverage. Like, yes, I will just keep the standard cover 4 aspect of it sometimes, but a lot, I'm going to roll the coverage to either the left or the right of the screen to take away a lot of different popular route concepts. So not only am I going to show you guys different methods to blitz, but I'm going to show you guys different coverage adjustments as well. And you're going to basically see an unblockable blitz, 2 different blitz setups, A-gap, and then some unblockable edge, and different coverage adjustments as well that will counter everything the offense tries to do, especially the most popular slide protections people use to pick up the A-gap. It's not going to work on this defense, I promise you guys. So let's get into the first setup. With this, my base setup is going to be shift my D-line to the left, show blitz, right? Now, this is basically the look I was giving from the A-gap. And, you know, with the A-gap, it's very easy to set up. All you have to do is basically just crash your line to the inside, slant them inside. To do that, you hit left on the D-pad, down on the right stick. So you get these inward crashing angles. Then you just blitz your linebackers, just like this. If you want a little bit more direct A-gap, you can slide this guy over in the A-gap. You don't even have to do that, though. And, you know, you can leave it like this, or if you want to prevent the rollout, you can QB contain by hitting R1 or RB. Now, this is really good because this is hard to block, right? this is a 5-man A-gap, so you can't just double team the D-tackle. You can't do any of that common stuff people do against A-gaps because it's just going to screen. And it's really easy to set up your coverage around it. You know, you can roll your coverage either way to either side. So like right here. So this package allows you to roll your coverage to either side of the field. You can roll it left, you can roll it right. Now in this example I did roll it left, but you could also roll it to the right as well if you weren't really worried about the flat on the left of the screen, right? You could do something like this, right? Now, this blitz is all good and dandy. However, you know, a lot of people are starting to figure out if you have your running back on the left of the screen and then either use a certain slide protection or ID the my combo. For instance, a very popular one is to either slide right and ID the edge rusher on the left, or just slide left with the running back on the left. Either way, those two examples will pick up pretty much any A-gap very, very well. Just as you guys can see here, you guys can see, you know, it picks it up pretty good, right? But what I'm about to show you guys will completely... So that got picked up pretty good, but there is a way that we can still screen even if they know the correct adjustment, right? So the correct adjustment, like I said, would be to have the running back on the left and either slide protect left or slide protect right and then ID the edge rusher on the left of the screen. So you saw that that can pick up the A-gap. Well, the thing is if I notice somebody that knows how to pick up the A-gap, all I'm going to do is basically still shift my D-line to the left, show blitz, crash my defensive line or slant them inside, but then what I'm going to do is blitz that right of screen slot corner. Very, very important, and why you always want this flipped. Because when they go ahead and basically slide protect to the left, you know, or any of the adjustments I just shown, what's going to happen is this guy is going to come in super fast. Now, obviously, you know, you need to set up your coverage around blitzing this guy. So one thing I like to do a lot is if I think they're trying to block my A-gap and I want to run this edge blitz, is I'll set up the blitz, and then what I'll do is I'll shade my coverage down to get this kind of hard flat that would normally be blitzing, and then I'll roll my coverage to the right of the screen so I don't have to worry about that flat over here. What I mean by that is, again, I'll just have a cloud flat over here and outside third to the safety, and then this safety going to the middle of the third, and then my whole job is to watch the middle of the field. But if I get the inkling that they keep blocking my A-gap, I mean, I know what they're doing. They're blocking the running back and using a slide protection combo, right? Either, like I said, left or to the right with an ID. Either way, this blitz off the right edge will counter that. And as you guys can see here again, look, it just completely comes in untouched. And all you gotta do is take away the first read over the middle. That's a very fast blitz, especially right now at the stage we're in the game, where every player on defense is basically 99 speed. I mean, good luck with that. I mean, you guys can see here, all I gotta do is guard the middle, and there's nothing you can do. Now, the crazy part about this is this even works if they keep their running back on the right of the screen. I know you probably see the running back on the left and think, well, what if they just keep the running back on the right? It still works. So again, all I'm gonna do is shift my D-line left, show blitz, crash my D-line down, and then I'm gonna blitz that slot corner right here. So like right here, bam. Again, I can set up my coverage how I want, but one of my favorite things to do in this instance is shade down to get the linebacker in a hard flat, and then roll my coverage to the right so I don't have to worry about that flat. And again, to do that, all you do is you put your outside corner in a cloud flat, your safety on the right and an outside third to the right, and then your safety on the left into a middle third. It's gonna end up looking something, well, there we go, like this. Same job as your user is over the middle. So again, I can block running back, I can slide left or whatever adjustment I wanna do to pick up the A-gap. And like I said, even with the running back on the right, he's still going to get sucked in and allow that edge blitz to come every single time, guys. This blitz is so nice because now if you see that they know how to block your A-gap, they're not going to be able to do that anymore. Now you're going to get people that are going to start trying to ID your slot corner, or they're just not even going to set any slide protection at all, and that's when you can start just blitzing through the A-gap again. So, you know, you do that once or twice, and you know, either they start to ID the slot corner, or they just stop slide protecting to pick up the A-gap. In either case, you start notice that, well, all you're gonna do now is send the A-gap, and bada bing, bada boom, they're gonna get sacked, man. Like I said, this defense right here is so easy to use. The two blitzes complement each other perfectly, and the best part about this one I just showed you guys with this slot corner coming is, you know, a lot of people, what they want to do is they just want to say, hey, well, you know, I know you're just blitzing the A gap. So another thing they'll do, they're going to be like, I'm just going to double team the end over here and immediately snap, roll out. Well, you can't do that anymore because you're rolling into a corner blitz. So highly recommend checking this defense out. Again, you can run it from any playbook that is nickel over. I personally like KC when I'm running nickel over because it also gives me the 4-3 even and the dollar. If you guys want to see my ability setup I'm running right now with this defense, give me 350 likes on this video and we will drop that as well. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.